time together this morning, I'm going to ask you to engage with me in a series of thought experiments. They will be uncomfortable, but I think that it's good for us to think outside of the box and to be uncomfortable occasionally. Plus, this is kind of a hit and run. You never have to invite me back again. And you can talk to your pastor about this rather than me, because I'll be getting on an airplane and flying away. So I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to ask you to engage with me in a series of thought experiments. Now, the first one requires that you close your eyes. Some of you find that uncomfortable, closing your eyes in public. Go ahead and do it. Everyone around you is a Seventh-day Adventist. They're all harmless. Close your eyes. Go ahead, just close your eyes. Some of you still have your eyes open. I see you. Close your eyes and just think of Jesus. Isn't Jesus amazing? Yes or no? Isn't he wonderful? Yes or no? Do you love Jesus? I love Jesus because he first loved me. Jesus is beautiful, isn't he? Now bring up in your mind an image of Jesus, a picture of Jesus. Imagine Jesus. I don't know what image it will be for you, but you were raised with some picture of Jesus. If you're a Seventh-day Adventist, you probably have in your home that Harry Anderson Steps to Christ with that picture of Jesus on the cover. I don't know what it'll be for you. But picture Jesus. Just bring up an image in your mind, and then here's our experiment, our thought experiment. Listen very carefully to my words with your eyes closed. With your image of Jesus, hear these words. Jesus was a black man. Open your eyes. Jesus was a black man. Historically, factually, accurately, Jesus was a black man. Now, I don't know what image came up in your mind. Maybe this is the image. This is Swedish Jesus. This is maybe British rock star Jesus. This is, I don't know, this is Herbal Essence Jesus, or Clairol Jesus, right? This is awesome hair going on here. This is an image of Jesus. Jesus was, in fact, a person of color. You and I, we worship a God, listen carefully now, who chose in his enfleshment, in his incarnation, he chose to come down, condescending. And Jesus made this awesome transmigration of nature. He didn't just relocate geographically. He was in heaven and then he came to earth, like going from Florida to California. It wasn't merely a geographic relocation. Jesus actually became what he was not. God became human. God was manifest in the flesh. And when God became a human, God chose to come into our world at the underbelly of power. He chose to come into our world at the most disadvantaged position imaginable. He came to our world in a time of empire, the Roman Empire, and it was such a powerful empire with such a voracious appetite for violence and ascendancy and dominance that Jesus, as a babe in arms, was pursued in an effort to end his life as a child. Jesus came into our world as a person of color in the most disadvantaged position imaginable. Now, does that give you emotional discomfort? When your eyes were closed and you pictured Jesus, was it emotionally uncomfortable when I said Jesus is a black man? Now listen. Nobody in this room had exactly the same image in their mind. The fact is, we don't know what Jesus exactly looked like. We just know that his ethnicity was of what we call color. Now listen. Somebody sitting around you saw in their mind's eye an image of Jesus you weren't seeing. So really, our thought experiments are, let's call them empathy experiments. Because I'm asking myself to get in the headspace of someone else. Somebody did, in fact, somebody right here this morning, many people here this morning, when they pictured Jesus, they did, in fact, picture a person of color. You may not have, they did. Are you able to understand and to embrace that discomfort? Now, I'm going to suggest to you that all human beings are racist, but I'm going to qualify, because what I mean by this at this point is that all human beings